And as the vaccine is rolling out across the country, lots of people have a lot of questions about it.
Yeah, they sure do. And our Dr. Frank McGeorge is doing his best to answer as many of those as he can on clickondetroit.com and here on Local 4. And he joins us now live. And Frank, let's start with side effects. A lot of questions about that.
Yeah, Jason and Kim. So one viewer said they received the vaccine and they had side effects that made them frankly question whether they should receive the second dose. So here's my response to that. Unless it was a medically concerning side effect, like anaphylaxis, the side effects are only temporary and compared to the larger risk of COVID-19, you should still receive that second dose. Now here are some other questions. Many viewers have asked variations of this question. Is it safe to get the vaccine if I have... And viewers are concerned particularly if they have epilepsy, atrial fibrillation, multiple sclerosis, and many other conditions. Here's what I can tell you. Based on the trials that have been done, there is no specific disease or illness that makes the vaccine unsafe or would be a contraindication to receive it. That is a very broad statement, and everyone should discuss their specific situation with their doctor and keep an eye on developments as the vaccine is more widely administered. Now, one viewer asks, if the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are both mRNA vaccines, why does one need to be stored at minus 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the other only at minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit? Those are requirements from the manufacturer, and they're related to proprietary information that they have on what the most stable temperature is for their vaccine. Although both are mRNA vaccines, there are differences in the genetic sequences used and the coding used to get the mRNA into our cells. Now, another viewer asks, do all hospitalized patients with COVID-19 receive the same care as the president did when he was hospitalized? The answer is yes, with the exception of one medication. The president received the monoclonal antibody cocktail from Regeneron prior to it receiving an emergency use authorization. Based on the current EUA, it is now only indicated in people who are not hospitalized and do not require oxygen. Based on that, he would no longer have qualified for that drug. Now finally, one viewer asked, given that there will be or are now two available vaccines, which is the best? Well, this may sound flippant, but truthfully, at this point, it's whichever one you can get. In time, we will not only have better data on each vaccine, but there will be ample supply, enough so that we can make decisions based on effectiveness, particularly in specific groups of people like young versus old. But frankly, that is a ways off, so get what you can when you can get it.
Yeah. And Doc, let me ask you about the treatment, the monoclonal antibody treatment there that's now available for people who have COVID but are not in the hospital. How is that all shaping up right now?
Well, you know, it's really interesting. Both state and federal agencies that track the use of the drugs have actually commented that there has not been widespread adoption of those treatments. And specifically, of course, we are talking about bamlanivimab from Eli Lilly and the combination product from Regeneron that the president got. Some facilities are using it consistently, but overall, honestly, the demand for the treatment has not been what some people had thought it would be, and so we're trying to get the word out.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Yeah. The other side effect in all of this is all those big words we used to laugh that we didn't understand from you. We're starting to learn them all throughout all of this. All right. Doc, thanks.